Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So today I got Galaxy A51 4G model and I flashed the official Afterlife OS on this mobile phone. Check out the interface of the settings of the Afterlife ROM. And if I tap About Phone, this is what I got on my mobile phone. Device name A51, and if I tap on Android 16, this is the details. Android version is 16, Afterlife version is 8.2, Google Play System Update 16, and Android security date, if you can see, 1st December 2025. Build number, kernel version, basement version provided, right? And the developer name.
हम आपको जैज़ में खुशामदीद कहते हैं, जहां बेहतरीन कस्टमर सर्विसेज हमारी तरजीह है। उर्दू के लिए 1 मिलाएं,
So I check the calling and I check the calling via Bluetooth. It's working very fine. No disturbance during calling with via Bluetooth, and the default dialer which comes in this ROM also providing call recording. Like during call, if you want to record a call, just tap the record button and the ROM will start recording the call. And the good news is that there is no announcement if you are recording a call. The apps you can see on my mobile phone straightly downloaded from the Google Play Store, which is coming default with this ROM. AOSP camera is provided, which is working fine, and you can record videos with like 4K resolution with 30 FPS and 1080p also, and you can capture the pictures, you can record videos, no disturbance with the camera application. So this ROM is coming, device is not certified. The UBL banking application alerts me that this application cannot be run because the ROM or the device is rooted. Well, this ROM is not rooted, only the UBL application is showing the device is rooted. Other than that, other banking application is opening and working. If you want to make the device certified, you need to root the ROM, then install the modules. And the Magisk routing application will be working fine with this ROM. After flushing the Afterlife OS 8.2, we are getting the latest QS panel with the ROM. Yes, it is looking beautiful. And if I tap the flashlight, it will show something like that. Turn on. And if you want to make the strength high, you can do that. And if you want to reduce the strength, you can do that. Turn, okay, turn, and tap again to turn it off. Tap edit, and you can remove or add or re-add the tiles from here. A good ROM for the Galaxy A51, and the good thing is that this is official ROM. So unfortunately, the fingerprint scanner is not working with this ROM, but the face unlocking is working. And I hope that the coming version will fix this fingerprint lock screen problem. Now, in case if you want to flash this ROM, and in case if you want to know how to flash, then watch the further video. Do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to share it with others. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, click or tap the subscribe button, click or tap the bell icon, click or tap the select all. Thank you. So here are the files that I have downloaded already, and I have provided the links, all links in my video description. Make a new folder on your computer hard drive and click the link, download the files. So this is the Afterlife, the official 8.2 version for the Galaxy A51, and this ROM is coming with the Coregapps, mean to say that there is no need to flash the gaps separately. We have to download Odin, and we have to download the TWRP Recovery. The version is 3.7.21, and this is coming with the TAR format, so we can flash it with the Odin. And also we have to flash the vbmeta, which is also coming in TAR format. Starting the procedure, first of all, extract the Odin in save folder, then double click to open the extracted folder of the Odin, and then double click the Odin file. Click OK on this pop-up window, and then on Odin, click AP slot. Go to the downloaded folder, then double click to select the TWRP recovery file first, and then click CP on Odin. Then double click to select the vbmeta.tar file. Okay, Odin is ready, and Coming back towards the mobile phone. So we have to do a few things before starting flashing. First of all, you need to check the mobile phone bootloader must be unlocked. In case if the mobile phone bootloader is locked, then you cannot flash a ROM on the mobile phone. Check the mobile phone battery, it must be charged. In case if the battery is below 30%, then charge the mobile phone battery. You need to save all the internal storage data, otherwise the data will get formatted. In case if you are on One UI ROM, if you have login your Samsung account, remove the Samsung account, otherwise the recovery will not get flashed. And then sync your Google account once. Must remove it to avoid issues. Turn off the lock screen by going to the security and privacy and select swipe as a lock screen to turn the lock screen off. If you have done all these things, then simply power off the mobile phone. Always use a good quality of data cable for flashing, and to avoid issues, use the USB 2 to Type-C data cable for flashing. Now you need to check the other side of the cable must be connected with computer or laptop, whatever option you have. Now we have to boot the phone into Odin mode. So you need to check the mobile phone must be power off. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key, then connect the cable with the mobile phone. A warning screen will appear on your screen. Release both keys immediately. So this is the warning screen, and you can unlock the bootloader by reading the instruction on this screen. My mobile phone have an unlock bootloader already, so I will press the volume up key once to boot the phone into Odin mode. So this is the Odin mode screen. So the phone is connected with computer and booted already into Odin mode. Coming back towards the computer screen, Odin already detected my mobile phone because I already installed the Samsung Android USB driver on my Windows. So I have also provided the link in my video description of Samsung Android USB driver. In case if you haven't installed it on your Windows, download the driver and install it. On the Odin, click options, untick the auto reboot, then go back to lock and then click start to start flashing the recovery file on the mobile phone. In few seconds you will see pass message, means that recovery flashing done. Click exit and then go back to the downloaded folder and coming back towards the mobile phone screen. So the phone still booted into Odin mode because I untick the auto reboot. We have to boot the phone into custom recovery from the Odin. Check the data cable must be connected with mobile phone. Press and hold the volume up key, volume down key and power key for few seconds. Wait. When mobile phone restart, first release the volume down key. Okay. Then when Samsung logo appears, then release the power key. After few seconds, release the volume up key, right? Okay, done. Now wait. The phone will definitely show TWRP screen. Here we go. First of all, tap wipe, then swipe to factory reset. Done. Go back. Then tap format data. Type YES, then tap here. Done. Go back to main screen. Tap reboot and tap recovery. Recovery finally rebooted, and the internal storage also appears on my computer screen. On my downloaded folder, I will simply copy the official ROM file, which is Afterlife OS here. Then I will go to my internal storage of my mobile phone and I will paste the file on the internal storage of the mobile phone. The copying file will take a time. Here we have to wait. So ROM file got copied on my internal storage of my mobile phone. So I am done from the computer. I will disconnect the data cable from the mobile phone. Then unlock the TWRP screen, swipe to unlock. Then first tap wipe, then advanced swipe, select first Dalvik, cache, metadata and data, then swipe to wipe it. When done, go back to main screen, tap install. You will see the ROM file, tap to select the ROM file and then swipe to start flashing it. Now the flashing will take a time. Here we have to wait again. Flashing done. Just tap reboot system. Now I will wait because the mobile phone will stay a little bit on this screen or maybe Samsung logo, and then it will start booting to the official Afterlife OS ROM. The first boot will not take that much time. Well, I have installed Afterlife OS ROM on few mobile phone. The setup screen will not get appears after flushing or on the first boot. After first boot, the home screen will get appeared straightly. So the ROM got flash very perfectly and smoothly. These are the default applications coming with the ROM: calendar, camera, clock. And if I tap settings, and this is the settings interface. And if I tap the about phone, tapping the Android 16, this is what I got right now. Android 16, Afterlife 8.2, and other things. And yes, we are getting modification also with the ROM. Like if you tap After Labs, you can see that there are a bunch of modification lists provided. You can check it out after flashing the ROM. So things went very well. Take a good care. We'll see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.